Japan, the new future war front of the planet. Against the backdrop of Japan's provocative statement about its readiness to land troops on the Russian islands, a Russian submarine fired a Kalibr cruise missile. As part of Tokyo's announcement of its intention to increase the number of cruise missiles in service with the country and send troops to the Kuril Islands, the Russian military immediately responded to such a threat to national security by sending the Volkhov submarine to its shores. Japan launched a Kalibr cruise missile, which secretly approached Japanese waters. According to Asian media, Russia's response was immediate and harsh. He expressed Moscow's readiness to halt escalation efforts in the region and stressed the irrational command of the Japanese Navy to increase the number of warships in the country's arsenal. Russia unexpectedly sent the Volkhov submarine into the Sea of Japan and launched a Kalibr cruise missile with a range of more than 1,000 kilometers from there. Russia has shown its aggression and silenced its rivals in the region, said Chinese analysts who are allies with Russia. However, such a response from Russia was not the only one. In particular, the Russian side announced its readiness to carry out a series of large-scale military exercises, in which it is planned to use up to 140 warships. At the same time, it is noteworthy that such large-scale exercises may be linked to suspicions that the U.S. submarine that recently invaded Russian waters is part of an operation against Russia organized by Washington together with Tokyo. Opinion. If a war breaks out in Europe, it is likely to turn into a world war, the first phase of World War III. The same thing happened in World War I, and the same thing happened in World War II. Europe has the know-how and experience. And, of course, the Northern Hemisphere has always been involved. A war can start from one. It takes two to stop a war. Time and the sense of time run very fast, events run very fast. But people on a global scale do not protest or revolt against the paranoia you project in front of it. Awkward and colorless societies gave in white the absolute power to leaders who will be judged by history, as it always did and does. People look at their problems first, and for the rest, there is the like from their office chair or mobile phone. The most controversial generation in human history is marching to the cliff singing, while there was a relevant sign a while ago. Woe to the helpless and weak people. Every war, when it approaches, is presented as an inevitable act of self-defense against a manic killer. George Orwell.